Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. We are here with Mystic Destiny's Serendipities of Aeons, Shou's Route, and as you can see, Chapter 6. So let's just get going. Chapter 6, Revelations. Like Shou, I've been getting in little sessions alone, but we haven't had a good long session since the first time. I've been focusing on defensive spells so that Shou can focus on his pyrokinesis, which is offensive by nature. On my own, I've been practicing every night. At first, it was with a gear crystal, but I quickly learned to practice without it, and I can reliably summon my shield anytime I want now. It feels strange to think that just a little while ago, I couldn't do anything on my own. It's definitely nice to see my own progress. I turn into Shou and Shinji's apartment building. I have to say, this apartment looks more like an office to me. I guess because the hallway's indoors. Where I live, the few apartments I've lived in, all the doors are outside. So it's like, man, this reminds me of like a office building, especially with these nameplates. Anyway, I wonder what else will I be able to do? For a moment, I allow myself to imagine the possibilities. I'm fully aware that I've barely scratched the surface of what's possible, but that makes it all the more exciting. I knock on Shou and Shinji's door, excited to show him my progress. At least that's what I tell myself to explain my unusual excitement and cheer. No, it's because you want to see him. Sorry. Shinji opens the door, but his usual smile isn't there. Uh-oh.
Hey, Munchie. It looks like the old man needs me at Veritas. Someone called in sick again. So, I can't be here to stop any fires and break out. I hate to say it, but maybe you should go home.
I know that Shinji is just looking out for us. An image of Shou's bedroom sprinkled with flames is still vivid in my mind. But I really want to spend the time with Shou. To get better, of course. We made a promise we would.
I'll be really careful, Shinji.
I glance behind Shinji to see Shou walking out of his bedroom.
I mean it. I've been studying really hard and practicing control. I'm starting to remember how it used to feel. Shou, I don't know. You worry too much. It'll be okay. Munchie and I can handle it. Besides, I have my gear crystal if I really need a control boost. Fine. I can't really stop you guys anyway. Just take it slow and call me if you need me.
Shinji leans over and grabs his bag off the floor.
I'll be back tonight. Good luck.
He moves past me to leave, closing the door behind me. Him. Jeez, I can't read. Which I say in every episode, and I say that in every episode too. I find I can't look at Shou without remembering last night. How cool he looked on stage. How everyone had surrounded him, complimenting his performance.
I do apologize.
How it felt when he held my hand. So, again, you were so good last night. I mean, the show was. And your acting. I couldn't stop thinking about it. The show, that is. I mean, it was seriously good. So, yeah, thanks for inviting me again.
Oh, of course.
Oh, he's blushing.
Oh, I'm really glad you liked it so much. And I'm sorry about Rika yesterday. She can be kind of overprotective.
I want to ask more, but there's a part of me that doesn't want to know more either. Thankfully, Shou doesn't elaborate and leads me into his room. Walking through the door, I immediately notice something different. It takes me a few moments before it finally clicks. Shou, your room is not burned anymore.
Oh yeah, I just called up some fixers and they got everything back to normal in a few days.
few minutes, not days. Fixers?
Yeah, they're people who specialize in fixing up magical messes and making them disappear. So they managed to undo the burns within 2 minutes.
Oh, I see. Sounds very useful. Yes, it does. I wish that was in real life. My gosh. It would be a lot easier. Shou nods.
Definitely. Though not everyone feels comfortable calling them.
How come? If they're so useful and all.
Well, don't quote me on this, but I heard rumors around Choa that fixers are apparently involved in some shady stuff.
Shady stuff?
I don't know what it would be. The rumors just say they're part of some underground black market type of thing.
I quickly glance over the room, and true to his word, there isn't a single singe. Okay, I thought it said single. I'm like, what? Single singe visible. Involvements in shady dealings or no, fixers definitely seem too useful to not use. Somehow being here, it feels different than last time. Memories of last nights and thoughts of being alone in the house dance in my mind, and I struggle to push them away. Alright. So, I thought I'd continue to focus on defensive techniques, and maybe you can try controlling a somewhat bigger fire this time. As I talk, I put my bag down on Shou's bed and my books on his desk, avoiding making eye contact.
Sounds good, but, there's something I want to show you first.
Show me something? The things that could be run through my mind, unbidden. What if it's flowers or something? Ugh, no. Why would it be flowers? What is wrong with me lately? You got a crush on him. You like him. I stop and nervously begin to speak without turning around. Oh, what's that? I hear Shou laugh.
I can't show you unless you turn around.
Anxious, I turn to see Shou's face.
That's better. Now close your eyes.
What? Why? My heart pounds loudly as I imagine him doing something embarrassing to me. Like what, kiss ya?
Come on, just trust me.
Seeing the look on Shou's face, I sigh and do as he asked. I wait patiently until I feel something warm near my face. I automatically open my eyes and see that there are 3 tiny fires in his outstretched hands. Whoa! Shou! Have you been practicing?
Yup. And that's not all. I can do I could do more than this.
Shou takes a step back from me and turns his palms inwards. I gasp when the little balls of fire fall toward the ground, but then Shou spreads his hand wide and the fire begins to hover. They dance around in a circle between his open arms, and I stare at Shou. Shou, when did you...
I've been practicing every night.
I don't know why the fire kind of reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle. What's his name? Calcifer? Yeah, the fire Calcifer. I don't know why. I love Howl's Moving Castle. It's one of my favorite movies. My husband got me into that movie and Spirited Away. Those 2 are my favorite with the Studio Ghibli movies. Anyway, back to the subject.
I thought if I could control a big fire, at least I could try to do something with a small one. It isn't much, but do you like it?
Like it? I love it. It's beautiful. I stare at the tiny dancing fire slowly moving around in a circle in front of me for a few more moments. Then I notice that Shou is staring at me. Wait, yeah, instead of the fire. Oh, I just remembered. I wanted to show you something too. But now it seems lame compared to yours. Shou makes a swift motion with both hands and makes them come together. The fires completely vanish, and I'm impressed by his practiced movements. He really has been studying hard. I used to think he was unreliable and a slacker, but...
I'm glad you liked it that much. But there's no way anything you do is going to be lame. So show me anyway.
Shou looks at me expectantly and I nod. Taking a deep breath, I place my hands out, palms up, and then bring them in before pushing them out. I could feel my awareness of the things in the room grow as my shield spreads out over the entire room. When I move over, Shou, I find that I can almost recognize his presence, but this time I don't let go.
Whoa, you've been practicing too.
I love how, in awe he is. Whoa! Yeah, I was scared at first, but I realized I didn't want to just depend on my gear. I wanted to learn to control my powers for myself. I let go of the shield when I feel my focus waver. When Professor Kazuma I just licked my microphone, gross. What Professor Kazuma said has stuck with me too. The people often need to fight in this world. I thought the first thing I should learn to do is protect myself and my friends.
There's a part of me that hopes you'll never have to fight. But I guess it's not realistic. So, there's a part of me that's also really happy you'll be able to keep yourself safe, even when I'm not around.
And we are going to don't say anything. And then there's not really anything to say. What? That's weird. There's not really anything to say in this situation. I mean, what could I even say? Thanks for everything, Shou, but yeah, I won't need you. Yeah, no. I'm not sure how Shou takes my silence, but he briefly turns away. I only managed to catch a quick flash of something I can't begin to guess. Or perhaps I simply don't want to. Shou turns back to me with a smile so bright that it makes me doubt what I've seen in his eyes.
All right, it's time for practice then. The day isn't getting any longer, so we better start.
Shou is even more enthusiastic than usual as he practically throws himself into his chair. He immediately opens one of his textbooks, flipping through it, and even I can tell that he's forcing it a little. With nothing else to do, I sit down next to Shou, determined to make the best out of our time. It's been about 5 hours since we started studying, and two since we started actively practicing. It sounds weird to me, I don't know why. We're both covered in sweat, and it isn't pretty, but neither of us is paying any mind. I reinforce my shield. The raw energy I have to work with doesn't seem to be flagging, but my focus and willpower are. However, as long as Shou doesn't give up, I won't either. I am going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and see you in the next one.